Operation Arctic Endurance kicked off in Greenland on Saturday. The Denmark-led joint military exercise involves Germany, Sweden, Norway, Finland, the Netherlands and the UK, and comes after a week of intense diplomatic efforts to assuage tensions over the Arctic territory.
We share the concern with the US, with Canada and other Arctic states that Russia and China are working together in the Arctic Ocean, and if we are going to defend NATO's northern flank, we simply have to step up, we have to work together.
Major General Søren Andersen, head of Denmark's Joint Arctic Command, emphasizes that although the US isn't taking part in the exercise, it remains a vital partner.
We have a very close relationship with the US military, so I will not go into the political side of it. For me, it is about Russia.
The exercise comes days after the White House meeting between the Trump administration officials and Greenlandic and Danish leaders failed to bring a breakthrough, as the US president continues to talk about annexing the island. On Friday, a bipartisan delegation of US lawmakers traveled to Copenhagen to meet with the leaders of Denmark and Greenland to reassure them of congressional support, despite President Trump's threats to seize the Arctic island.
Greenland needs to be viewed as our ally, not as an asset. And I think that's what you're hearing with this delegation.
And part of the point of this trip is to have a bipartisan group of members of Congress listen respectfully to our friends, our trusted allies and partners here in Denmark and from Greenland, and to go back to the United States and share those perspectives so that we can lower the temperature and have a more constructive dialogue about the best path forward.
Republican Senator Lisa Murkowski ensured that the American public does not support the idea of annexing the island.
It is important to underscore that when you ask the American people whether or not they think it is a good idea for the United States to acquire Greenland, the vast majority, some 75%, will say, we do not think that that is a good idea.
Donald Trump, however, remains adamant that the island is vital for US security and even went as far as to suggest imposing tariffs on countries that oppose its annexation.
I may put a tariff on countries if they don't go along with Greenland, because we need Greenland for national security, so I may do that.
Polls suggest that the US public is firmly against taking the island by force, with the latest poll by the Quinnipiac University estimating that 86% of voters oppose the idea.